Once upon a time, a ship was caught in the fierce storms of the sea. The storm was so intense that the ship couldn't survive, and all the passengers drowned, except one. Miraculously, one passenger survived and, with the help of God, floated on the waves until he reached a small, deserted island. The island was tiny and uninhabited. There, the man began to pray to God for help. "Oh God, send someone to rescue me. Oh God, please send a ship this way that might save me." He cried and prayed fervently to God all day long, but no one came to his aid. That night, exhausted and disheartened, he fell asleep on the sand while praying to God. The next day he spent the entire time again praying for help, but still no one came. It felt as if God was not listening to him. Days turned into weeks, and every day he pleaded for help, yet no one arrived. A month passed and he finally gave up. His hopes were shattered, and he became convinced that no one would ever come to rescue him. Resigned to his fate, he built a small hut out of wood on the island and started living there. He accepted that the rest of his life would be spent on this lonely island. He had lost all hope in God's mercy. He survived by drinking coconut water, eating fruits from the jungle, and catching fish. One day, as he was cooking fish over a fire, he ran out of wood. He went to the forest to gather more. However, when he returned, he saw that his hut had caught fire. Sparks from the fire he had lit must have landed on the hut, and the wooden structure had gone up in flames. By the time he returned, the entire hut was burnt to the ground. Seeing this, he became deeply upset and started cursing God. He cried out, "Oh God, you are so cruel. I asked for help, but you didn't listen to me. No one came to save me. I worked so hard to build this hut, and now you have burned it down too. Oh God, you are so unjust." He cried the whole day, cursing God. That night he fell asleep on the sand, still heartbroken. The next morning when he woke up, he was astonished to see a large ship docked at the shore. He couldn't believe his eyes. Someone had come to rescue him. He boarded the ship, and it set sail from the island. Out of curiosity, he asked the ship's captain, "How did you know that I was stranded on this deserted island and came to rescue me?" The captain replied, "We were passing by, and yesterday we saw the fire signal you sent." Hearing this, the man was astonished. He said, "I didn't send any fire signal. What is the captain talking about?" But then he remembered his burning hut. He realized that the captain must have mistaken the burning hut for a fire signal. It dawned on him that the fire in his hut was actually part of God's plan to help him get off the island. Now he felt deeply ashamed of himself for all the things he had said about God. He began thanking God for accepting his prayers and helping him escape the island. Friends, we often see the world through our limited understanding and fail to comprehend the wisdom behind God's plans. When tough times come our way, we start blaming God, complaining, and expressing grievances. However, we must always have faith in God, trust Him, and never lose hope in His mercy. We should continue making efforts and not give up. Whenever you face hardship, remember that God has a better plan for you, even if you can't see it right now. At the right time, you'll realize how that difficult moment was actually a blessing in disguise. So, always remain hopeful in God's mercy, don't give up, and keep doing good deeds. Have faith that God will surely help you and bring an end to your difficult times. In life, make it a habit to learn something new, think differently, and strive for better every single day. If you like this story, please like and share and subscribe the channel for next video. See you in next video. Stay happy.